Hello, and thank you for your interest to visit and volunteer to help us here at Coastal Roots Farm. My name is Adam McCurdy, and I'm the Director of Farm Production, and we are so thankful for our community involvement and for you coming to experience what we have going on here. One of the things that we want to make sure that you understand is that as producers of food, we have to adhere to something called the Food Safety Modernization Act. So we keep safety at the forefront of our mind, not only for us, but for you and for everybody who gets to eat this amazing, nourishing food that we grow. We're gonna go through some different processes that you can be an asset to helping us adhere to these ideas and these policies that we have to keep everybody here safe and having a good time and making a huge impact. The first way, and potentially the most important way that we can stay safe in your time visiting the farm here, is through proper hand washing. Throughout the farm, we'll have different hand washing stations available to you. This is an example of one. And a lot of people think that just washing your hands is no big deal, but there's actually a process in order to make sure your hands are really nice and clean, especially when you're thinking about handling food. So there's a 5-step process. The first one is to wet your hands thoroughly. These units have a little foot pump, so I'm gonna wet my hands thoroughly. Second one is to get a healthy amount of soap. Third one is a nice, thorough hand washing where you're gonna lather up and make sure you get all those points that are really hard to get to. Under rings, around your bracelet, backside of your hands, fingertips, and you wanna do it for 20 seconds, which goes about like this. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. Okay, we are now clean. I got all those little boogaboo spots, and I'm gonna make sure that I rinse very thoroughly now. So that is step 4. And I'm making sure that I rinse underneath all those pieces of jewelry that I'm wearing. And then the 5th one, a lot of folks make a mistake on this one, and that's properly drying. We have paper towels here. A lot of folks will wipe down on their clothes. Your clothes are potentially soiled, and you can undo all the hard work that you did. And so you're gonna properly dry, making sure that that drying gets all of those places that you've scrubbed really well. So, and then we're gonna take our paper towel and we're gonna dispose of it at the nearest receptacle, which we have next to every hand washing station. So, without further ado, we're gonna move on to the next step of how you can help us stay safe. The second way that you can help us stay safe here on the farm is by wearing farm-appropriate clothing. Humans and animals can be vectors for spreading pathogens. So we want to make sure that we show up in nice, clean clothes, and we want to make sure that our shoes have not visited other farms or chicken flocks before entering our chicken flocks, which you can see here behind me, or our vegetable fields. The number one hard, fast rule that we have is closed-toed shoes. Other than that, we have recommended long pants, recommended long sleeve shirts, recommend sunscreen, and recommend a sun hat. And the final piece of farm appropriate clothing that we will have available to you are gloves. And that will fluctuate a lot depending on the experience that you're having on the farm and the task that you're helping us out with. And the third topic to help us stay safe here on the farm is illness and injury. Easiest step, if you're not feeling well, please don't come and help out, as much as we'd love to have you here. Next step, if you're helping us out and you end up not feeling well or injuring yourself, just let a farm employee know immediately, just like our farmers show you here in this example.
Ooh, Farmer Corey, I just cut myself pretty bad with my pruners. What should we do?
Let's go to the RTV and get the first aid kit, and then we'll contact your supervisor and fill out a instant report for you.
So we covered 3 of the main ways that you can keep us safe here on the farm and keep yourself safe on the farm. This 4th one is kind of all-encompassing. And one thing to know is that we have designated areas for restrooms and breaks. and then specifically related to what task you're going to be doing while you're here on the farm. We have safe and clean tool use, and we have harvest protocols. So within those harvest protocols, there are a lot of specifics, and depending on the tools you're using, there's a lot of specifics that can prevent cross-contamination and keep us safe and prevent injury. So we thank you so much again for wanting to come and help us, and we hope that this all makes sense to you, and we'll walk you through this as you're here on the farm, hopefully for many, many times to come. Looking forward to meeting you and seeing you here.